It's Christmas Eve, 1914. Along the Western Front, a brutal, seemingly endless war has ground to a halt in a landscape of mud and misery. Young men, huddled in frozen trenches, are separated by a deadly strip of land called No Man's Land. The air, usually thick with the crack of rifles and the roar of artillery, begins to fall silent. It's an eerie quiet, punctuated only by the biting wind. For the first time in months, the soldiers on both sides, British, French, and German, are not just soldiers. They are sons, brothers, and fathers, far from home, thinking of Christmases past. Then, something extraordinary happens. From the German trenches, a faint sound drifts across the frozen earth. It's a song. Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht, Silent Night. The British soldiers listen, captivated. Hesitantly at first, they respond with their own carols. The first Noel. For a fleeting moment, the languages of war are replaced by the universal language of music. Cautious shouts of Merry Christmas are exchanged across the divide. Frohe Weihnachten, comes the reply. The war for a moment is forgotten. Slowly, bravely, a few German soldiers emerge from their trenches, unarmed, holding lanterns and small Christmas trees. The British, seeing no threat, climb out to meet them. In the middle of no man's land, enemies shake hands. They share what little they have: cigarettes, chocolates, buttons from their uniforms as souvenirs. They show each other photographs of their families, finding common ground in their shared humanity. They are no longer faceless enemies, but men just like them, caught in the gears of a terrible machine. This spontaneous ceasefire, this Christmas truce, would become one of the most legendary moments of the entire war. But it was what happened next that would truly enter the realm of folklore. Amidst the handshakes and shared stories, someone produced a football. Or maybe it was just a tin can. The details are hazy, lost to time, and the chaos of memory. But what is certain is that in the shell-scarred fields of Flanders, a game of football broke out. Germans against the British. The frozen, rutted ground of no man's land became their makeshift pitch. Coats were used for goalposts. For an hour, maybe longer, the sounds of war were replaced by laughter, shouts of encouragement, and the simple thud of a ball being kicked. Soldiers who had been trying to kill each other just hours before were now teammates and rivals in a game defined by sportsmanship, not hostility. It wasn't about winning or losing. It was a powerful, defiant act of peace. A moment of pure, unadulterated joy in the midst of unimaginable horror. It was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, our shared humanity can shine through. Letters home from soldiers on both sides describe the incredible event. One British soldier from the 2nd Royal Welsh Fusiliers wrote, "We had a football match with them. They were really good sports." A German lieutenant wrote of a wonderful and strange Christmas, describing how the English brought a football from their trenches, and a lively game ensued. These first-hand accounts confirm that this wasn't just a single, isolated incident. Similar kickabouts were reported up and down the front. It was a widespread phenomenon, a testament to the soldiers' desperate desire for normalcy and peace. But this beautiful, fragile peace could not last. The generals and high command on both sides were furious when they learned of the truce. They saw it as a breakdown of military discipline, a threat to the fighting spirit they needed to maintain. Orders were issued, threatening severe punishment for any further fraternization with the enemy. The war machine demanded its fuel of hatred and division. The soldiers were ordered back to their trenches, back to their duty. By New Year's Day, the shelling resumed. The brief interlude of peace was over. The men who had shared songs and played football together were once again forced to see each other through the sights of a rifle. The war would rage on for 4 more devastating years, claiming millions more lives. The Christmas Truce of 1914 was never repeated on such a scale. It became a beautiful, tragic footnote in the history books, a glimpse of what could have been. Why does this story still resonate with us so powerfully over a century later? Because it's a story about hope. It shows that even when commanded to hate, the human spirit naturally seeks connection and peace. The football match in no man's land wasn't just a game, it was a symbol. A symbol that our common bonds are stronger than the orders that divide us. It's a powerful reminder that the person on the other side is not an abstract enemy, but a human being, with a family, with hopes, and with dreams, just like you. In a world still rife with conflict, the story of the Christmas Truce serves as a timeless lesson. It teaches us about the futility of war and the enduring power of peace, empathy, and a simple game of football. It's a moment in history that we should never forget, a testament to the light that can be found even in the deepest, darkest of nights. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as moving as we do, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more incredible stories from history. We'll see you next time.